Good morning, Soapbox Nation. Hey, I'm your host, Mad Morgan, and happy hump day to you. Thank you for joining me for episode 108 on this humpity of humps and wonderful Wednesdays today. I have a feeling it's going to be a busy day for me moving forward, but got to get it done today. I believe there's some snow coming tomorrow. So how's everybody doing today? How's your integrity today? How's your integrity been this week? Are you being the change, the positive change that the world needs moving forward? Only you will know. So onwards and upwards, keep trying to be the best person that you can be. And before I forget, this evening's Get Off My Soapbox podcast is going to be the last for the season. All right, so keep that in mind if you do tune in on the Wednesday evenings for the Get Off My Soapbox. Today is going to be the last episode for the season. So check it out if you want. You can find it on your favorite podcast platforms, websites, etc., etc., etc. Now, on that note, also keep in mind it's going to be the last video we're going to produce for the Get Off My Soapbox until we get some sponsors, because we need to actually hire somebody to do that video conversion, etc., etc., etc. So we're going to take a break from that on that because that's time consuming. But we're still going to do, of course, the video components on Soapbox Daily. Never fear. We'll be here. All right, so let's get into today's topic. Today's topic got me thinking about this because it kind of makes you wonder, right? And the topic being is, why do you not always appreciate people or things in their time? Here's the question. Why do you not always appreciate people or things in their time? And this is true because, it's interesting. We take a lot of things for granted in life. We take people for granted. We take things for granted. We take places for granted. I mean, we don't appreciate it because we think it's always going to be there. So it's like, okay, there's always tomorrow. There's always next week. Oh, I don't recognize this. I don't recognize that as being amazing, etc., etc. When it comes to people, believe it or not, there are some revolutionary thinkers out there that do amazing work. And because they do amazing work and they do amazing mindsets, and actually it's against the grain, which is interesting. It's against the grain the way that they're actually thinking. And in their time, they're not appreciated because the rest of society hasn't caught up to that advanced state, or caught up to that enlightened state of thinking or doing things a certain way. So those people have a tendency to be overlooked during their time when they're with us, time that they're alive in the physical plane. And it's unfortunate. It's not until society catches up to where this person was, advancement-wise, or enlightenment-wise, or whatever you want to call it. It's not until then are they appreciated. I mean, they're usually ostracized when they're alive because they're going against the grain. They don't, run with the herd. And they usually get ridiculed, picked on, and everything else. It's an unfortunate thing. But my advice moving forward is don't wait. Don't wait until a person is no longer here before you appreciate them. They might be different. They might be odd. They might go over some fantastic stuff that you can't keep up with. But believe it or not, that's probably forward thinking. Appreciate them now. Acknowledge them now. Say, hey, that's excellent. I don't understand it, but I understand what you're saying. Or maybe even try to listen a little more to understand them. Look at some of the great artists that have passed and then were appreciated. I mean, the list goes on. You could Google them. They didn't get appreciated until they were no longer with us. And that goes to saying for a lot of different areas, there's been stuff that has been out a long time before it actually became mainstream that was never appreciated. A person didn't get recognition for it, and they were the ones that came up with the idea. So you know what? If you hear about that bizarre idea, give it some time. Give it some listens. Give that person some time. Give that person some listens and show them some appreciation in their time while they're with us. That way they feel motivated to do more, to actually, maybe they can take it to the next level, the way that they're thinking and their philosophy or anything along those lines. If you actually encourage them while they're here, it's not only that one great idea. I think they could have 10 more great ideas, which can revolutionize things like the world and people and everything else in their time. So they could be here to see, hey, I made a change. I made a difference. Don't wait until they're no longer with us. Show your appreciation to each and every person in your life, no matter how bizarre they are. Show appreciation now. Same thing goes for things or places, but those are kind of relevant. Those are secondary. Those are backseat. Hey, if you want to visit a place, go. Don't wait. Take the time. Make it now. Go visit that place. If it's something you want, work for it. Get it. Don't put it off to the next day. I mean, appreciate what you can when you can, and because, don't put off to tomorrow what you can do today, I think was the expression. But also, show appreciation and appreciate everything, including the people. All right, that's it for today. That was my rant for today. I just wanted to go over that. It had me thinking about all these people I know. And somewhat, I'm shooting my own horn a little, sometimes myself as well. Yeah, I don't know, feel I'm always appreciated. I feel my loved ones appreciate me, but it's the outside world doesn't recognize some of the stuff I do, or it gets overlooked. But hey, I know how to deal with it, but not everybody does. So support those people. Okay, with that being said, please check out getoffmysoapbox.com for more information on all our shows, and also on Twitter at MadSoapbox. Please, I love feedback. I love to hear from you. Keep sending those emails. Keep sending those DMs. Great. Awesome. We're going to keep moving forward with this. Remember, last episode of the season of Get Off My Soapbox is this evening. I am your host, Mad Morgan. Thank you very much for joining me for today's episode of Soapbox Daily, and I will see you next episode.